using this one again, but hey hey. I've done promo. Do I have a promo any through? I don't think so. Race of the moment. This is new. Primavera. Oh, there's 8 people on this leaderboard. No one plays these games. These are so... Oh, wait, no. There's more. If you look at the yearly leaderboards. Nice roads. They have upgraded this game. There's new stuff. I don't need to be told what to do. Oh, it's exactly the same. Wait, there are no team time trials in the Tour de France this year? Ooh, the World Cups are different though. We don't have London anymore. It's in Düsseldorf instead. Okay, give me 1 second. I just need to go open the door. I'll be back in a second. I'm very excited to see how massively this game has changed. We're going to do some single races, which we're going to have to unlock again, because we won't have them unlocked. How does the audio levels look? Might turn down 1,000 miles just a little bit for this last minute. We could also just... No, we won't. See, to start with, so speedruns, this game doesn't actually exist on speedrun.com yet, so I'm going to have to submit it to speedrun.com, and to submit it to speedrun.com, you need to have pre-existing, you need to have a run that you submit it with, so I'm going to have to submit, today what we're doing is we're going to do some Tour de France 2022s, and we're going to, in that we're going to sort of set some world records. Last time we did the, we're not going to edit the roster or anything like that because that boring. That gives us no room for improvement. So we'll just sort of set some base records that then we can improve on in the future. And that, I believe, is the start of the stream. Hello gamers, I look like shit. It automatically came up. Even though this is Tour de France 2022 and I haven't set up to do that. But yeah, welcome to Tour de France 2022. The new and improved game. I don't know. So yeah, there's a new menu, as you can see. Race of the moment is now new. It says online leaderboards. And good old editor is back. One thing I did discover whilst I was messing around last time is the Dream Team, who have like a bunch of like just the best cyclists to ever exist. Like Chris Boardman of Boardman Bikes. Let's find some other British guys. Bradley Wiggins. It's a bunch of guys. This is pretty cool. I didn't realize it existed before, but yeah, we are back with some new teams as well that weren't here last time. I can't remember which one of those are. Good, Ineos are still here, and look, they fixed the photos. People actually mostly have photos now. This is wow. This is a big leap forwards for Tour de France, the video game series. Obviously, the Dream Team don't, because that would be effort. But look, wow. So yeah, we're just gonna get going. We're a little Paris-Roubaix, I think. Yes, we're having injuries. Injuries now exist. We've established that higher difficulties are better. Do we want preparations? This is a new system that they've added to this game. I think normal race incidents. Obviously, with when the speedrun rules are established, we'll have any. We'll have any. Ooh. We're just playing on a hardcore mode. These are just us messing around with rules, but I think if we're the ones establishing speedrunning rules with this, then who are we playing as? Should we play as my boys, Bahrain Victorious? Right, who has win the race? We were using Ineos last time. Should we just keep using Ineos? Because the other ones that have win the race are Jumbo Visma, Groupon FDJ, Marius van der Poel, or Alpecin de Koenig. And that's it. We haven't done the editing yet, so Groupama seemed like the best one. Davi, you are not great, I'll be honest. We want to look at specifically cobblestone as the stats because this is a cobblestone race. But Demar seems like better in every single way than him. Lienhard. Worst cobblestone. Yep, we're getting rid of our mountain guys. We don't need them for this. There we go. It's a better team, I think. So.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Welcome to this Paris-Roubaix briefing. Do I really need to talk about the profile? I think everybody knows it.
We all know.
250 kilometers over flat terrain with 50 kilometers of cobblestones. That's the hell of the north.
Okay. So, this is just going to be a normal. We're going to play through this stage as normal, just to establish the records, and then next time, I think, well, we may just play a couple of these and then switch over to something else, because there's a couple of games on Game Pass that vanish in a couple of days that I would really like to play. I don't think we'll get through all of them. I guess we're playing a Stefan. Who's got the best cobblestone? We'll go with Stefan Kung. I think it's called Stefan. I may have just made that up.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to one of the main events of the cycling season, the mythical Paris.
Still just one guy.
With its flat terrain and
I mean, the
numerous
graphics
cobbled
look,
sectors.
I want to say,
This classic
a bit
offers
better.
an
Like, the
atypical
shaders
route
are slightly
where a rider's
improved.
condition is as important as luck.
But I don't
if he's
know.
to hope for victory.
But given that this is Paris-Roubaix, it's going to be exactly the same as... Okay, we are going to break away. We'll see who follow us.
Immediate counter-attack behind.
As every year, there's likely to be a fierce battle to join the morning breakaway.
But yeah.
Indeed, given the vagaries created by the cobblestones, it's not uncommon to see the morning
This will just be a
breakaway
chill stream,
hold
I
off the
reckon.
favourites for the
We're going to
best
play a
part
bit
the
of Tour de
race,
France.
and sometimes even fight for the podium places.
Then, at the end, when the stream's done, I'll clip stuff, send it.
Going to be able to attack for much longer.
The peloton is catching up. Oh no, they've given up. Never mind. Let's just wait for the people behind us, and then we will get into skipping mode. Okay, it's playing tutorials, but they don't change how this game works, so... Okay, I want to at least wait for the group behind us. There we go. Now we can... I know! I know how all these things work, game. Okay, so the person are... catching up with us a bit. We've got no other guys in this. No one good display, please. And we are going to set this to work with opponents. And just hope that the AI
With more than
controls
260 kilometers on the menu,
breakaway
it takes qualities
can...
of extraordinary endurance to hope for a win today.
Okay, so... No, the person's not going to catch us, probably. Unless... No! Okay. The second better breakaway is... trying to break away.
The first 100 kilometers are of little interest, and they're often used as an observation round by the favourites in order to see which team will take the race in hand.
As long as we keep an eye on the peloton's gap. Because, like, this breakaway is now getting quite big. There's, like, 24 of us. We'll set one of our guys to follow
It's looking good.
attacks.
You've got more than a minute's lead on
So
the
that if anyone,
You've got 1 minute 30 over the peloton. It turned out to be a good move.
but yeah. Also, this AI looks improved. We're actually doing this properly instead of one. Yeah, the AI seems to be just better in this version of the game. Now, this is the boring bit of Paris-Roubaix. There's not really much we can do to improve this bit. But no, we're just setting baseline times.
It looks like you've got an exit slip from the peloton. It's riding quietly.
Yeah, the peloton just isn't bothering.
You must constantly try to shelter from the wind
We
so as not
are...
to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race.
It's just cool to watch them do their thing. Like, they... Oh,
And we're off. The riders are onto the first
oh,
sector.
it's shaking.
Number
It do be shaking.
28, from Traville to Inchy, 2,200 meters of cobblestones.
Okay.
The riders are now on sector 27.
These are early ones. They don't
They will
really
move very quickly
mean
onto the next
anything.
sector, since there's
Oh, it do
barely
be...
2
This is
kilometers
new. It
between
didn't
the
shake
end of
before.
The first one and the beginning of the next.
But no. We're not going too quick, so these aren't
The head of
destroying
the
us.
race is onto the first 4-star sector. more than 3,400 meters long and ending
We've
in a
lost
rising
one
falls
person from
Some
2 people
riders
from
could
the
already be in
breakaway
difficulty.
already. But we're doing fine.
A new sector.
By the
Number
looks of it,
25,
our
also quite
teammates are
long,
doing
with its
much
3,000
worse.
meters of cobblestone. At the end of the next sector, the riders will reach the first feed zone.
Oh, if we're reaching the
few
first
moments
feed
of
zone, we
rest.
should... I know how the game works.
Before facing the remaining 23 sectors.
See, I've been playing like career mode on Tour de France 2021. So that kind of playstyle of just trying to win races is very. I'm just gonna go on a little cycle to speed us up. Because I should have done that earlier already to use up stuff, but. But yeah, no, that's now the first. Let's watch them go.
They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax.
We'll see how we feel after this. We may go and make our just perfect roster. But it'll be
If the
nice if we
first
have some
sectors are
records that
already
we can
scattered the
break.
peloton, the race between the favourites should only start from the trench of Arenberg, a mythical sector that is entered 95 kilometers from the finish.
Yeah, we are not nowhere near the Arenberg yet, so... There's still 22 of us in the breakaway, and we've got about 3 minutes on the peloton, although they are gaining on
Less
us
than 10 kilometers, the first
quite
riders
quickly.
will be onto the trench of Arenberg. First key sector for the favourites of this Paris-Roubaix. But beforehand, they will have to cross the demanding Haveluy to Wallers sector.
I think this is the
classified
same
as 4
audio from the
stars.
last game. But yeah, no. I won't do the custom roster now because it's really boring, so I'll probably tonight just sit
Its
here
true name being Drève de
whilst I've got a
Bourguera,
film on,
the trench of
and
Arenberg is 2,400 meters long. Obviously classified as 5 stars, it's a mythical Paris-Roubaix site, which, if it does not
And
decide
just
the winner,
sort them all
often
out.
performs a first selection between favourites.
yeah, this is the exact... It definitely looks nicer. Except for the riders who will look exactly the same. Graphically, there is an improvement here. But yeah, so, no, this is just a nice little intro to this game, seeing how it's different. We haven't seen a crash yet, but we know they can happen. And that's very
We're on
exciting
to
to
the
me.
trench of Arenberg.
Okay, I'm going to make an attack on Arenberg. Just to try and... I can't do a solo breakaway, but this could help. Look at it wiggle! It's wiggling so hard. Oh my god, it's wiggling.
Watch out.
It's
They're
vibrating.
not going to be able to attack for much longer.
Have a little drink. And then... we'll sit up slightly and
The first
recover a
riders
bit.
are leaving the trench of Arenberg. It's time to take stock of the damage and the forces still present.
Well, we
to
have
see
just
who will put his stamp on the
gained an
race.
awful lot of time on the peloton, whilst also just the breakaway are catching up with us, whilst the peloton we're losing the peloton. So that's a good combination. So we're gonna get our guys back, and hopefully I'm doing some damage to them.
The next sector, from Wallers to Elem,
We'll wait
also
for
known
them
as
to catch
the
up,
Pont
and
Gibus,
then
in
we'll
honor of
start
twice
following
Paris-Roubaix
them
winner Gilbert Duclos-Lassalle,
properly.
is 1,600 meters long and is classified as difficulty level 3 out of 5.
He's got an intriguing accent, the commentator. Okay. Yeah, no, we're not looking to do an insane amount of damage yet. I'm glad we don't have to do London anymore. I'm looking forward to seeing what Düsseldorf looks like. But I'm glad that London, the most boring stage in this game, doesn't exist anymore. Düsseldorf probably won't be much better, but... Okay, let's just do
Your
some...
opponents are upping the pace to hold off the peloton.
Yeah, let's do that. That sounds like a good idea. We'll just keep going over this. I may have just expended too much energy. We've lost a couple more guys. That one was pretty damaging. We're doing fine, but other people in the peloton not so much, or in the breakaway not so much.
Is 2,400 meters long. When they exit,
We're down
the
to
riders
12
will have
people,
no time for a
11,
breather, because there's
10,
hardly
8.
1 kilometer before they hit the next sector.
And the peloton itself, even though it's kind of gaining on us, is losing people.
Sector 13 for the front of the race. 1,400 meters.
Why am I just doing the entire front myself?
Peloton is 1 minute 30 behind you.
Yeah, I'm going to let the other guys take the front for a bit. Although if they're not going to cycle, what's the point? If they're going to insist on just sort of not, then I don't know. But I know there's been some AI changes in this game that are meant to make breakaways more
It's now the turn of the Orsi
functional,
sector to
because
welcome
in
the riders.
2021 they're not great.
1,700 meters of cobblestone.
I'm just going to go nice and slow. Yeah, until those guys start going quicker. And then we'll start following. I may turn off the screen shake.
The peloton is 1 minute away.
There's the peloton. Oh, it's really... You can just see how much it's shaken. Oh, there's like physically little... Because my Xbox controls like see-through, you can like physically see the little things that like start spinning when it shakes. Seems like we are just chilling out for a bit.
In a few kilometers, it will be another key moment for the race with the Mont-Pivel sector.
I mean, we've lost Lagarde. Okay, no, we've lost most of our guys now. We only have Demarais in... Boys, why aren't you drinking up your juice?
However, before that, the
Come
4-star
on.
sector 11 will have to be crossed.
Okay, people
Okay,
aren't
I'll consume a feed.
people aren't
There's
happy to
movement at
just...
the head of the peloton. The riders are all back together.
If I
Everything
completely
will be
messed
played
up the
out in the final
energy
kilometers.
management on this,
Is
then
accelerating.
I've messed up the energy management, but I don't want to let breakaways get away, but at the same time, it's potentially not the healthiest for us to be expending constant energy.
Sector
It starts
11 has
wiggling
begun.
before we even get to the
2,700
cobbles.
meters from
Ugh.
Auchy-les-Orchy to Bessay.
Okay, this is section 11. It's sort of section 201 or 3-201 that we want to actually make a move on. If we're intent on winning this, I think. But we're just the peloton is just, it's still dropping people. There's 40 of us left. And we will be dropped. Well, 33. Oh, that's partially because 3 people have just made it ahead slightly. That's 20. That's 30 people at the front of the race now. I really don't want to sort of destroy my energy with another 50 kilometers to go, so I'm trying to Because one thing I'm still not very good at in this game is
Bunched peloton.
energy management. And they said enemy management, but that's slightly different. I imagine a couple of the groups from behind us, if we're chilling slightly, although no, we're not chilling. We'll be able to catch them, so long as they don't get more than like...
The final 50 kilometers.
I reckon so long as the lead doesn't get more than like a minute, then we're good.
Classified as a difficulty 5 and 3 kilometers long, this sector is often described as an ordeal. When it's over, some riders will certainly be eliminated from the list of prospective winners.
But this should eliminate some more people on... No, can you drink from the other bottle, my dude? Or is it too shaky for you to do that? Okay. He doesn't seem to want to drink from his other bottle, so... There we go. Shaky AI is definitely good and normal. I think I'm bridging this gap, but we'll see. It's only like a tiny gap with the peloton. Like it's barely a gap. But the peloton will probably catch up, but there's so few of us at the front, they're dropping more and more people now. This shaking is ridiculous. It's crazy. But no, some energy recovery is going to be nice because we've got another 45k to go. No, can we not do this though? Please, lads, thank you. I'm just going to use my feed now. I know we got time left, but we kind of need to. Okay, the rest of my team have pretty much been dropped now. They're not going to be useful. So it's just me, Kung.
The leading riders are now onto a short sector, 700 meters between
Peloton's back, all 19 of them. Let's just...
He's accelerating.
Try and stick up with the people at the front. People really aren't wanting to. It definitely feels more aggressive than the last game. Oh, if energy use may be getting dangerous. How far is the frozen back? Because they look pretty far back on the map.
The next sector, from Pont-Thibault to Ennevelin, is 1,400 meters long.
Vincenzo Nibali is like 50 minutes behind. Okay, this is section 8, so we've still got a while. I don't think it's worth worrying when our energy... We may have messed up the energy on this one. I forgot we're not working with the absolute gods that we created before. But so long as we stay in the group and don't get dropped, that should be alright. I think that should be our focus, just sort of staying with what remains of the quote-unquote peloton. There we go. There's 18 of us at the front. Although Seneschal is making a move. He's really going for it. I think it's too early to do something like that. Personally. But oh, our energy is really quite low.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
The back must be getting near to the eliminations.
Looks like the breakaway still has some gas left. It's still able to widen the gap. A 2-star sector is now on the menu. The difficulty of the sectors will then increase until the Carrefour de l'Arbre.
Oh, we all remember. It's definitely the same voice lines at the very least for this. I don't know if they would have got the guy just to record new
Is accelerating.
voice lines for this game. Why would you attack on the paved stuff instead of on the... Like, it's intriguing to me that you would choose this bit to attack inside the cobbles, where some people have, like, a material advantage in skill, as opposed to, like, just the road, where there's no real situation where attacking is particularly... You're at a particular advantage if you just go off by yourself. I don't know.
Less than 30 kilometers to go now for the head of the race. another
Not
6
loving my
sectors to
energy
cross.
situation, I'll be honest, gamers. We may have messed this one up. We may have to restart and do it better. Or start editing audio. No, we don't have to start editing energy, I just need to be careful. Theoretically, it's even just a case of not breaking away that early. Because these people who are...
The next two
have made it this
sectors,
far
classified
are
as
not
3
people who are in the
stars,
early
are only
breakaways.
1 kilometer apart. The
Pretty
riders won't
much.
have time for a breather.
Like, look, our energy is suffering. As a sprint energy, I forgot that I don't know if that went down in the old game. It's
Triple cyclocross world champion,
draining
the
now.
Belgian Wout van Aert is also able to excel anywhere on the road. We've already seen him win individual time trials, as well as stages that finish in a mass sprint. Not to mention his good performances in the Flanders Classics.
I'm just gonna sort of stick within the group. Okay, I'm gonna have to speed up if they speed up, but I'm just gonna sort of try and stick on the end of whatever we've got left. Yeah, Seneschal, who tried to get away, is now suffering. Just, it's the people who break away too early who are really suffering. I think that's the problem that the mistake that we've made on this one is we tried to break away too early, and we're not going to make it to the end. We're not going to have the energy to make it to the end, I don't think.
The riders are now heading towards the Canfin-Pével and Carrefour de l'Arbre sectors, both often proving decisive for final victory.
Like, we simply do not have the energy for this.
You risk a blow up.
Yeah, we may just have to give up and start again. I'm tempted to. But also, if we finish it, we get the
front of
XP
race
for
is now
finishing,
entering
so...
the Canfin-Pével sector. The riders will then head straight onto the Carrefour de l'Arbre, the final 5-star sector in the race.
Yeah, we do not have the... I think we're just going to have to let them go ahead and get whatever time it is we get. I mean, it's only a baseline. If we do this a couple more times, this is a tough one when it comes to like energy control and stuff. So it's understandable that I have not got this first time around.
Now it's the Carrefour de l'Arbre. With its 5-star difficulty, this is the last sector that really provides a chance to hurt one's opponents.
I think I
Very
may have
often,
already
the
been
first
hurt.
rider out of this sector goes on to win in Roubaix.
Oh, hello. Whoever you are with me. Skoda. This stream is brought to you by Skoda. Hello, Pedersen.
Penultimate sector for the leading rider.
Yeah, I just simply do not have the energy to maintain this.
The riders up front still have something left.
And I am in
They're
11th,
pulling
so
the
it's not
pace
like I'm
to try
even,
to
or
hold out
12th.
till
I'm
the end.
not even particularly far behind. But I'm already 2.5 minutes back from there. I think we do just watch the AI kill us. Get the XP for winning this and then try and... Okay, so what we've learned is do not break away so early. Maybe play as Wout van Aert. I think we may be playing as Wout van Aert. But yeah, 1, don't break away so early. 2, try and be better with energy spending. And 3, yeah, that's about it. But that should get me my first achievement for the game at least. You get an achievement for just finishing a stage, I believe. That's not Vincenzo Nibali, that's a different Nibali. Wow. Well, there's a fun fact for you. Does this guy not just get eliminated at some point for being so slow? Will the like red flag not just get him and he'll get eliminated? Or does that mechanic not work in this game? Or do we have to watch this? I mean, he's nearly past, I believe, the last... Yeah, it looks like he's past the last cobbled sector. It'll be so funny if he gets like eliminated like a kilometer. I've never seen anyone get eliminated in this game. We do not need to watch the conclusions.
He has managed to tame the...
Jumbo-Visma is the team that we are going to be playing as. Oh no, so a bunch of guys DNF'd. But we were, should we work out our time for this? And I'll get the notes doc up. I'll get a notes doc up that we can... Yeah, I'll get Notepad up. The incredibly professional way that I do this. I can't spell Roubaix. Roubaix. It's obvious actually. So we were plus 4 minutes 56 seconds. So that would be 5 hours. That's 5 hours. 5 hours 44 minutes and 26 seconds, I think. So that's 5 H 54 dot 26. Oh, I now need to zoom it in massively. I forgot this is how it works. Can I like crop this? I'm seeing a crop option. Okay, but if that's like particularly annoying, just let me know and I'll move that. We got combativity, but not. Okay. So I guess Wout van Aert is really... Okay, we've got this set to what we normally want it set to. God, he's on Group Armor, isn't he? Or Jumbo Visma.
Hi, guys.
But we've learned from our mistakes. And we're ready to... Yeah, we weren't playing as any of the favourites last time, but now we are.
Greetings,
Who has got
ladies
the
and
highest
gentlemen.
cobblestone flat
Welcome to one of the main
stat in
events
the
of the
game?
cycling
Because
season,
does
the
no one have an
mythical
80
Paris-Roubaix. With
85
its flat
cobblestone
terrain
stat?
and numerous cobbled sectors, this classic offers an atypical route where a rider's condition is as important as luck if he is to hope for victory.
Right, so I might send Laporte on an attack, but we're not personally attacking.
As every year, there's likely to be a fierce battle to join the morning breakaway. Indeed, given the vagaries created by the cobblestones,
Yeah,
it's
we'll
not
just sort
uncommon
of
to see the morning
vibe.
breakaway hold off the favourites for the best part of the race, and sometimes even fight for the podium places.
We'll just sort of try and stick the team together. That
peloton is
seems
caught
like a smarter
Bunched
plan
peloton.
than destroying ourselves to... Okay. Yeah, why is Wout van Aert expending energy that he doesn't need to? Why are you expending energy, Wout? Wout? I don't know. But yeah, no. This is...
1 minute for the breakaway. It's looking good.
potentially will mean, because this is the thing, even if we win this, our overall time might be slower just because we haven't kept the pace of the race going as much. I'm not 100% sure, but that is a potential thing that may happen. No, what we're going to do is, on the cobbled sections, we're going to stick with the group
The
whilst
breakaway is losing
not
ground.
overexerting ourselves or doing anything silly, which is kind of what we did last
The
time.
first sectors of cobblestone are approaching. While it is still too early to make any big moves, the pace of the race should accelerate.
But yeah, people will be dropped. Hopefully it won't be people from our team, though.
Sectors are numbered in decreasing order. The last sector bears the number 1.
But yeah, we should be fine. We're not going
Time
fast
difference
this
between
early.
the peloton and the breakaway is steady.
We've already lost
It doesn't
bloody
seem to be a good
Nibali
day for him. He's being
again.
distanced.
Does he just have like a cobblestone stat of 0? Quite possibly. Yeah, we've already distanced some people.
The sectors are classified according to a system of stars and colours. The most difficult to cross are rated as 5 stars and are recognisable by the black markers that designate the entry.
But no, as long as I stay with the peloton, don't get dropped and keep my energy up, that's fine. And then in the final 2 or 3 cobbled segments, we can...
The head of the race is onto the first 4-star sector, more than 3,400 metres long and ending in a rising 4
Yeah,
flat.
like,
Some riders could already
like
be in
accelerating
difficulty.
hard on that section makes 0 sense. At least this early, purely because there's so many of us. It's not like we can really get dropped so long as we stay in this sort of group of 52. I may turn off the screen shake, it's quite a lot. Although we're not really going to be doing this cobbled stage for too much longer. It's first person to this game? It is! Okay, just don't want to be dropped. It looks like we're getting close to getting dropped by this
Team
group.
lead is beginning to lose touch.
Oh no. Goes our first teammate. Yeah, me and Laporte are the only ones who are... Drink your red juice, please.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
But yeah, no. So long as we don't... Because our teammate who's being dropped is just there, but... As long as we keep our energy up, like, already you can see our energy is so much higher than anyone else on the team. Just because we're not wasting it. So if we just stick towards the back for
The
now...
breakaway is losing ground.
We're catching up with the breakaway
A new sector,
anyway.
number 25, also quite long with its 3,000 meters of cobblestone.
And if we need to go a bit harder to stick with them, we can. But... Like, here come all those people. Yeah, like, as long as we stay in the sort of middle of this group, we should be fine. This is a long one. This is like a 3,000... A 3 kilometer one, even? 3 kilometers. That's what I'm trying to say. So it probably is not long before people start getting dropped. But... will not be us, if we can avoid
At the
it.
end of the next sector, the riders will reach the first feed zone.
Although it is fair.
Rest before facing
We
the
are almost about to
remaining
hit the feed zone, so there's no
23
reason
sectors.
for us to not use some energy that we can instantly recover now. To say, oh, we just go so fast on the when we unleash ourselves, we're so speedy, terrifyingly speedy. It does feel so smooth. Yeah, no, we're gonna do some damage by... I'm not sprinting at all, and I'm still... There we go, so this is the start of the feed zone. We could sprint or something here, but it just doesn't feel particularly useful. I'm also not going to set this to manage time gap. Feels pointless. Okay, we've filled up our food.
Here we go again. From Vertin to Saint-Martin-sur-Écaillon, a 2,300 meter sector is awaiting the riders.
It's 6 PM and it's still light. What is this? Oh, it makes it feel like we're already so late in the year.
If the first sectors have already
Yeah,
scattered
it's
the
definitely
Pentagon,
less hard
the
than last
race
time
between
because
the
this Paris one is
favourites should
still
only
so
start from
much
the
larger
trench
than it
of
was before.
Arenberg, a mythical sector
We will
that is
still
entered
lose people, but
95 kilometers from the finish.
yeah. Still haven't seen a crash either, which is disappointing.
The next sector is approaching for the front of the race. This is the first in a sequence of 3 sectors that will come one straight after the other, making for almost 6 kilometers of road without tarmac.
As long as we stick towards the front of this group as well. How are the rest of our team looking? Pretty good. Which does mean we're probably going slower than last time. Just overall, the race is going slower. But we can fix that towards the back half. We just want to have the energy to make it to the end. It really is shaking. Okay. This is the second one of these in a row. We'll just keep on keeping on.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
We'll stick behind Laporte. We've got four of our guys together actually. Nice. We're doing pretty. 5 actually, and then there's one back there, and the other one is a bit further back. But we're doing good. Our energy is looking very nice given how hard this stage is. We've still got a long way to go, mind you, but our maximum energy is just so much higher than a lot of other people. I don't know if that's just 'cause we're not expending it, or if we have better endurance and recovery stats than other people, but it is working, whatever it is we're doing. Boy, the screen shake. And we're losing people. Although the person we lost was in the breakaway, and I guess he just expended all his energy.
The breakaway is losing ground.
Right, we want to not get lost in the... Yeah, I'm not sure how crashes work in this yet. But it can happen to anyone. And they can cause injury as well, which is perhaps even more scary for us and for the AI. I assume like optimal speedrun strats would be like just completely avoiding using any of these systems for like injury and stuff. But that doesn't seem fun. Where's the fun if you don't have a bit of RNG? Hey, looks like that group behind the peloton are potentially about to get back on. We'll just skip to the next cobbled section.
In less than 10 kilometers, the first riders will be on to the Trench of Arenberg. First key sector for the favourites of this Paris-Roubaix. But beforehand, they will have to cross the demanding Haveluy to Wallers sector, classified as 4 stars.
Okay. Yeah, so as we reached Arenberg, like, real damages gonna hopefully start to be being done. It really just doesn't want to let me, whilst we're on cobbles, switch gels.
Its true name being Drève des Boules d'Airain, the Trench of Arenberg is 2,400 meters long.
Never heard that one
Obviously
before.
classified as 5 stars, it's a mythical Paris-Roubaix site, which, if it does not decide the winner, often performs a first selection between favourites.
Yeah, we're coming up on the feed zone. But did we just drop someone else? We're not even on cobbles. But we're catching up with Mius from the breakaway. Oh, why am I playing
We're on
this
to the
bit?
Trench of Arenberg.
Yeah, once we get into Arenberg, this is where I will start to accelerate and try and do some damage. Just pushing through people there. Parting the sea like Moses.
The first riders are leaving the Trench of Arenberg. It's time to take stock of the damage and the forces.
Okay,
still
so the
present
breakaway
to
has
see
just
who
been
will put his stamp
broken
on the
by
race.
Arenberg. We're on 128 at the moment for the peloton. 111. That did some damage. Did do some damage. Yeah, we're like the only one in good shape.
The
Pretty
next
much.
sector, from Wallers to Elem, also known as the Pont Gibus, in honor of twice Paris-Roubaix winner Gilbert Duclos-Lassalle, is 1,600 meters long and is classified as difficulty level 3 out of 5.
Okay. Once we get to the last couple, I'm gonna, if we haven't already like broken the peloton, which hopefully we will have, I'm gonna need to be better positioned because this positioning sucks. I'm trapped in between of. Oh, is that a crash?
The gap is decreasing.
No.
The peloton should be there for the stage win.
For a minute there, it looked like a crash, but I think we're alright. We never had freezing issues in the old game. I wonder what that was.
It is now the longest sector of the race and one of the most difficult that awaits the riders. 3,700 meters long, from Orna to Wandigny, it offers a real opportunity to turn the screw.
Just gonna try and get a bit further forwards because we can't really do damage if we're trapped behind everyone else. But it's so hard to overtake on these sections, these like cobbled sections. I guess this works a bit. Not as much I'd like though. I know I said I wouldn't do anything stupid, but this isn't stupid. This is just getting to the front.
A teammate has just been
Oh.
dropped. You can't count on him any longer.
Is that only one of them? Yeah, it's just Van Dyke. Drink your juice, my boy.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
They all need to just
The
juice
head of
up.
the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton.
Okay, we're nearly at the end of this section, so let's speed up for a minute. Drag whoever we can with us.
Last time check with the breakaway, 1 minute.
And then we'll go back into... Oh, don't fall back, please.
The approaching sector from Wallin to Brillion is 2,400 meters long. When they exit,
Okay,
the riders
nice.
will have no time for a breather because there's hardly 1 kilometer before they hit the next sector.
There's still so long to go. Oh, and there's the breakaway. We can see him. And hopefully we'll be just doing some real damage to the breakaway. Or to the peloton
The
whilst we're doing
riders are all
this.
back together. Everything will be played out in the final kilometers.
Right, we're approaching feed zone 2. So I'm going to go actually on a wee little attack. So I can at least use up
The leading
my
riders
red
have now
juice.
crossed half of the cobbled sectors. There are only 14 left.
Watch out. You're not going to
I
be
know
able
I'm not
to
going to be able
attack
to attack
for
much longer. I'm mostly just doing that so I can use my feeds efficiently. I will slow down once I have...
You have 30 seconds on the peloton.
This is way too early to launch an attack, but... But it's going to do some damage. If they're trying to keep up with me.
The front of the race is now entering the second feed zone. Then it will be the Beuvry-la-Forêt to Orchy sector that awaits the riders.
And now we'll slow down a bit to just recover some health. Or some stamina, even.
There's movement at the head of the peloton.
So this end of the feed zone, which means we'll get our juices back. But that's not what we're really interested in. So yeah, we have done some real damage to the peloton.
Bunched peloton. Sector 13 for the front of the race. 1,400 meters.
Okay, we'll just sort of skip along this one unless something interesting happens. Just dropping more people. A couple of people trying to break away. It's too early for them to be doing that. We just need to recover some energy. So we'll let them go. We've seen before that they will just burn themselves out.
It's now the turn of the Orshi sector to
We
welcome the
literally need to wait
riders.
until they pass like the final like
1,700 meters
20
of
kilometers
cobblestone.
before doing something. Really?
In a few kilometers, it will be another key moment for the race with the Mont-Pivel sector. However, before that, the 4-star sector 11.
So long as
will
this
have to
doesn't
be
destroy our
crossed.
energy, we're good. We look okay, but not as good as I would potentially want to be.
The race is entering the final 50 kilometers, and the next sector is none other than Mont-Pivel.
Okay.
Classified as a difficulty 5 and 3 kilometers long, this sector is
That
often
group is
described
going
as an
to
ordeal.
have regrets,
When
so
it's
we'll just
over,
let them go.
Some riders will certainly be eliminated from the list of prospective winners.
But we do not need to worry too much about trying to catch them.
30 seconds lead for the head of the race.
But no, we're nearly there. I think it's going better than last time, although always hard to tell because we don't get given some kind of race timer. It'd be impossible to set one up ourselves. So yeah, about 30-25 kilometers I reckon is where
The
we want
next
to launch.
sector from Pont-Thibault to
our
Ennevelin
attack.
is 1,400 meters long and carries a 3-star level of difficulty.
Because we won't have the energy to maintain it otherwise. I mean, we have way more energy than I'm going to say pretty much anyone else left in the race at this
A
point.
2-star sector is now on the menu. The difficulty of the sectors will then increase until the Carrefour de l'Arbre.
But yeah, it looks like the breakaway are struggling. Laporte, you're going to want to juice up.
Less than 30 kilometers to go now for the head of the race, and another 6 sectors to cross. The next 2 sectors, classified as 3 stars, are only 1 kilometer apart. The riders won't have time for a breather.
Yeah, we're going to have to try and stick with the others now. We can't get drops. We need to stick with the front if we want to win this. That was dangerous, but we are back in it. I said we are back in it. I do want to try and save my drinks for, well, my feeds, sorry, for when we do make our attack, which is going to be at about 20 kilometers, I'm going to say. Because that should give us, that should mean we have to do about 3 cobbled sections. Let's just slowly accelerate this bit. Oh wait, we should probably have this set to, doesn't have an option
Still
to
have something
cooperate
left.
with other
They're
people.
upping the pace to try to hold out till the end.
Yeah, this one we're just going to let go, and it's the next one where we're going to try and actually do some damage.
Able to win world-class races in cyclocross, where he
Cross.
was world champion several.
Why does it keep skipping me back down?
Times.
Oh, it's
On
because
the
everyone
road,
keeps getting
we've
broken
won the
apart.
Shell Gold Race, the Strade Bianche and a stage of the Tour de France, or even in mountain biking, with several legs of the World
Mountain
Cup to his
biking?
name, Mathieu van der Poel is a phenomenon
That's
in terms of his level and his
weird.
versatility.
Okay, this is the Carrefour de l'Arbre. This is it. This is where we want to make our move. Probably. Although these guys seem like they're struggling now. So now is probably the time. I am the moment is me.
Penultimate sector for the leading rider.
Now Gruson can be another acceleration. We have no more energy to attack, but that's fine.
There's only one sector left to be crossed. Will it allow the men at the front to sort out a hierarchy?
Hierarchy. He can't say hierarchy still. But when has he been able to? So yeah, we'll now just skip ahead to that last sector.
10 kilometers. You will have trouble seeing it through to the end.
No, I won't. We're fine. Especially if we
Here's the last
go
sector,
really hard on this.
1,400 meters from Willems to Hen. When it's done, there will only be 6 kilometers left before reaching the velodrome.
6 kilometers before reaching the velodrome doesn't mean 6 kilometers to the end, because we have to do like a lap of the velodrome
Moment to relax.
once we are done. And that's it with the cobbled sections. We made it without any real problems. And now we're just going to go into recovery mode slightly for a bit. Maybe let Van der Poel and Peterson catch up. Try not to hit the crowd. This isn't rally driving. Once we're at about 5k to go, then I will just hit the pedals, hit the brakes, and start accelerating, because I want to make it to the end if possible. Because yeah, look, they're all behind me. I said about 5 kilometers. So let's go and just hope we've got enough energy for this.
Another 5 kilometers for the lead rider. He mustn't let up because he doesn't have much of a lead.
Well, it seems like the others don't have the energy
There's
to
movement at the head of the peloton.
try and catch me. Well, no, they do. They're accelerating again. Well, Asgram's accelerating. I think we might just have the energy to do this. It's going to be tight. It's going to be very tight, but we might just have the energy to do this. So, but we will see. At the end of the day, whilst winning is nice, it's not what really matters. What really matters is the time that we make it in at.
The man in front is into the velodrome.
We're now into the final 2 kilometers, which is just 2 laps of the velodrome, I think. Or a lap and a half of the velodrome.
One more lap and it's the finish.
So I'll start sprinting at about the same point that we entered into the velodrome. Oh, there we go. And that's that done. I'm hoping it's going to be better than the last time, but we will see. We have to wait for every other rider to finish, even if they get disqualified. Oh, I'm so tired. But no, I'm hoping this is better. And if it is, we will go and do one of the other beginner courses that you start with at the start. Or maybe we'll go and do the Primavera. We've never done the Primavera. But yeah, no, this is just sort of setting some base records for this game that has no records on speedrun.com. And we can submit and sort of say these are our times, and then work on it from there. It's so nice there's actually pictures of everyone now. It doesn't make a huge difference, but it makes a difference. Whoop. One guy still left. And it was just a dominant ride. Just a completely dominant ride. I did mess up the bike throw at the end, but that's beside the point. We did it. We did it
Ladies
again.
and gentlemen,
We've got Exploit, which I'm guessing is for winning Paris-Roubaix. That was... Was that slower? That was slower than last time. Okay. But no, we've set a base record that I will enter. Yeah, that's probably the fact that the pace of the race was so much slower. But I don't really want to do this one again. We've unlocked the Brazier Cup. Nice. We could just do the Primavera. No, the Primavera, just to see what it's like. Yeah, we haven't done any custom databases, which will help us, but... Falls with withdrawals are way more fun. Okay, so it's the Primavera, which I think is in Spain or Italy. Who's got to win the race? Is it the same people? Primož Roglič.
Hi guys, welcome to this Primavera Classica briefing. It's the first monument of the season. The route isn't very demanding, but it's the longest of the year.
It's so
You have
long.
to count each pedal stroke in order to hit the final 30 kilometers as fresh as possible, because usually this is where the race is won. It will be difficult to stick with the favorites at that moment. The best way to make a showing is...
We're just gonna give it a go, see what it's like, and the Tour of Lombardy. Yeah, these aren't mountains; they're more hills. So Wout van Aert is actually more of a favorite, but Roglič has. Something making cursed sounds outside. What we might do is go with Van Aert in the early breakaway and then switch to Primož
Ladies and
Roglič
gentlemen, welcome to
later.
Northern Italy for the first monument of the cycling season.
Once we've
the Primavera
really sped
Classica.
up the race a bit.
This is a special race, if ever there was
It's a
one.
special race.
300 kilometers, and very often you have to wait for the final 30 kilometers to see the scenario unfold.
So this is new.
With
This
the
is
Cipressa
for this
and Poggio
one.
climbs,
So we've
the
never done
punchers
this.
and their teammates often try to turn the screw in order to eliminate the sprinters, whereas the latter hang on desperately in order to take part in the sprint on the Via Roma at the heart of San Remo.
This is a perfect moment to try and break away. Oh wait, we're not turning. Never mind.
Guys, you've got a long day in the saddle ahead of you. As always on the Primavera Classica, you've got to eke out your energy. The race is decided on the Poggio, but you've got to be up front from the Cipressa if you want to be well positioned. Have a good race.
Okay. We'll wait for this guy to get
Watch
to us
out.
and then
You're
we'll...
not going to be able to attack for much
I
longer.
know. I'm just trying up the pace of the race. We've established this is how it works. If I do just try and like stay at full speed for a little bit, we might be able to get away. Well, looks like we're getting away from the peloton at least. And from Version. Could I just tell like Van Amerden to attack?
Okay, I'll put in a big acceleration.
Because if I can get another guy up with me at front, it'd be quite nice. But we'll see. There he goes. Now he just needs to cross over to me. And then we can cooperate to try and... Okay, let's slow down a bit to let him get
30
to
seconds
us.
lead.
Because once he gets to us, then there's two of us at the front, and we can just try and like relay it as far as we can. And then we are going to ride
It's not
hard.
always a good idea to be too many in a breakaway, as the others will not necessarily want to cooperate with us. Essentially, you're the fastest of the group in a sprint.
Yeah, but there's two of us, and and we're both on the same team. Okay, this is better. This is more like it.
You've got 1 minute 30 over the peloton. It turned out to be a good move.
Actually taking turns. But we have now both
Watch
just
out. You're not
killed our energy.
able to keep up this pace for very long. You risk a blow up.
No, we're gonna let the peloton catch up with us now, I
Peloton has
think.
caught up. There's no more escapees.
Okay, let's ride less hard
1
now.
minute for the break.
I am gonna set Laporte to follow attack.
It's looking good.
But I think I left that a bit late, frankly. Somehow that had like no impact on my overall energy. But that's good, we've got a long way to go. So we're almost at the first climb of the day. We're 6 minutes behind.
You must constantly try to shelter.
Yeah, let's set a high tempo for a
so as
bit.
not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race.
Because it's such a long one. And Ethelini, if you drink your blue juice.
At the front of the race, it's time to pick up something to eat. Another 20 or so kilometers before the riders are onto roads with a few more slopes.
Okay, so now Ethelini's Oh, you're about to lose Apollini. Quite possibly.
The breakaway is losing ground.
I may tell us to stop. I may just say manage the time gap instead of setting the faster pace. As great as it would be, we've got quite a way to go. I don't want to. Okay. We are on the climb now, so I might try and. Actually, no, we're not really on the climb yet. It looks like it's going to get steeper first.
Time difference between the peloton and the breakaway is steady.
No, we're about to start climbing. And once it gets steeper, I'll put in like a big acceleration. How is it saying we're descending still? There we go. This is a bit more like it. So this is what the Cipressa is, what the guy on the commentary was saying. And from the relief map, it looks like we have one more little dip before.
Losing ground.
One more little dip before we get back on to. Before we get on to the final big climb, and then we just get a ridiculously steep descent by the looks of it. This is new for this game, so we haven't done this before. We don't know what this course looks like, but yeah, that's
First significant climb of the day for the men at the front. The Colle del Giovo. 6 kilometers on an average slope of 3%.
here we go. Average slope of 3%, that's kind of disappointing. I thought this was... I mean, it looks like the mountain at the end is going to be a lot more crushing, but... yeah, we can hopefully do some damage here and speed up as well. Just drag the peloton up before we switch over to Roglic. Forget how you say it. But yeah, we're just going to try and drag the peloton, or as many of them as we can, up this. Because what matters isn't winning, it's our final time. So with Paris-Roubaix, which we were doing before, our first attempt was faster, even though we lost that one and we won the second attempt, purely because the overall pace of the race was faster. So it's really about finding a nice balance where... Okay, this is just me going off on my own, but...
Now it's a long downhill section for the men at the front. After this, they'll follow the seafront to San Remo.
Ooh, the sea. Is this Spanish or Italian? I'm not really sure. It's one of them. But it is hard to tell. It looks like we're about to cross the summit, but because there's no mountain points, it doesn't show us where the summit is. Okay, it looks like the breakaway at the front is starting to suffer as well. It's always good to see. I'm still bad at descending. That hasn't changed. If you've watched one of these previous streams, I've not worked out how to do these properly yet. See, this almost looks uphill still. And we are doing damage, I think,
It
to the
doesn't seem to be a
peloton.
good day for him. He's being distanced.
Okay. So when we're going down at more than 6%, minus 6% steepness, I don't know what you call that. There is a name for it. Gradient, even. When the gradient's more than or steeper than minus 6%, then we can go aerodynamic mode, and it just helps us reduce drag a bit. But you do need some. It can still be faster to, if you're not too worried about like energy keeping. Okay, we can see the peloton behind us. I don't think we're going to be able to like time trial 100 kilometers, even if we are one of the best riders in the game at the moment.
Time difference between the peloton and the breakaway is steady.
Now it's super flat for ages until we get to. Okay, let's now just slow down, let the peloton catch up with us.
The first riders are onto the coast. Another 50 kilometers of flat road, and then the race will enter its final chapter with the sequence of Capi.
It's the
Short
climbs where we
can
can
be
really do some
Coach
damage,
problem
but we
for the
do
pure
want to
sprinters.
try and make this sort of flat 50k as quick as possible. So once I catch up with the others, we will probably go high tempo for a bit. So it looks like our energy hasn't suffered too much overall, even though we've been going quite hard. Okay.
The breakaway is upping the tempo.
No,
at the
don't
head of the
murder a
race.
Feeney again.
It doesn't intend to be caught up that easily.
The breakaway is losing ground.
Yeah. We're just gonna ride hard.
Racing, guys. The peloton should be there for the stage win.
There we go. So Feeney. Drink your blue juice, please. I'm not sure which one of us is at the front at the moment, but we're definitely going faster now.
The breakaway is holding off the peloton, but it's going to be difficult.
That means they're going at a fair pace as well, because we are setting a fast pace. Where hopefully,
Guys,
like,
we're coming to the first couple. From now on, you'll have to fight to stay at the front of the peloton. Come on, guys.
okay, I guess we stop playing again.
Here's the second capo.
Oh, they're real
Capo
short.
Cervo. It's a little over 2 kilometers long.
But no, there's like a couple of these little ones, and then we get the 3 big climbs. But I don't reckon we go until the biggish one at the end, unless we do just want to go. And I mean, Van Hoenendijk, which is a very good Dutch name, a very good and normal Dutch name. That's not actually what he's called. He's got like a normal name. But yeah, we should be able to set a really good, decent pace here. The sea is beautiful. This must be Italy. Can see him having a little feed there. And here comes Laporte. Is Laporte gonna take her over for a bit at the front? Looks like it. Oh wait, we do not want to get left behind, so... While I'm going to attack myself when we get close to the end, I will also tell both of our just main guys both of our guys who have energy left to also just go on the attack at the end. And then maybe the three of us can... Are we still... We are still setting a high tempo, perfect.
Here's the steepest of the 4 capi that the riders will encounter, Capo Berta. The slope averages out at more than 6%.
Yeah, so the Cipressa is
only
where
the
it has to
and
be.
Poggio climbs will
Cipressa,
remain.
sorry. It has to be Italian. That sounds too Italian to be anything else. And we can see the breakaway there just ahead. They're not far ahead. Now this is where we start turning the screws and doing some damage. And we will hope that we have done a better job than we did with
Last time
Paris-Roubaix.
checked with a breakaway. 1 minute.
I'm very excited to see what Dusseldorf looks like. Okay, we've nearly caught up with the Kludge group. Yeah, the breakaway is
30
dead.
seconds lead for the head of the race.
The breakaway is dead, long live the breakaway. Is basically the plan we're going for. This looks like the top of the Cipressa, or this Capo, and then it's the Cipressa. Yeah, no, I need to work out how to better descend. I don't know if that's tied to the descending stat or what, but it is the thing I struggle with the most in this game, easily. So yeah, on the Cipressa, I will set all of my guys, all of my main guys who we've got left to attack.
The riders are all back together. Everything will be played out in the final kilometers.
We got a bit of time until the Cipressa, so let's... Tratnik is gonna, and Sagan. Peter Sagan, have a feeling he's gonna struggle, but let's just let him do what he
Bunched
wants.
peloton.
Oh yeah, I'm still doing what I meant to be doing. Nice. Have a blue gel.
Here's the foot of the
Okay. Wout van Aert is me. Roglic, attack. Laporte, attack.
Cipressa,
Me,
the final
attack.
Capo. It's a climb of almost 6 kilometers, and sometimes riders try their chance from far out. But in recent race history, it's never proven to be decisive for final victory.
I'm trying to actually get to the front. This is the issue. Our guys aren't at the front. There we are. There's a nice gap for us to escape. Up and over.
Watch out. You're not going to be
I
able to
know.
attack
That's the
for
point.
much longer.
That's the point. I've got juice that I can then use for this. It's not actually horrifically steep.
You have 30 seconds on the peloton.
Are my boys intending on attacking? Okay, they are still meant to attack. They just haven't got around to it yet. They're probably stuck at the back of the very large peloton, but that's fine. There's no mountain points. We don't need to put an acceleration over the top, but it probably will be helpful. So we can make as much advantage of as we can during the descent. Oh, that was bad cornering. Bad cornering there on my part.
You have 30 seconds lead.
Really hope I didn't launch an attack too soon. But it looks like
At
it's...
the top of the Cipressa, there'll be a little over 10 kilometers to the foot of the Poggio, the final difficulty of the day.
Poggio.
30 seconds between you and the pack.
The front of the race goes over the top of the Cipressa.
Yep, still don't know how to do that. I'll learn one day. Wasn't much better. Okay, that's 20k to go. This descending could be losing us valuable time. And it's something that we need to work on in the future. But yeah, we've still got 17k to go, so we can't go all out, especially because we've got a climb left. But are those two still meant to be doing an attack? They are. They just haven't got around to it. Okay. Good for them. But yeah, no, we've got, seeing as the end of this race is a descent, we should be alright. All we need to do is get to the end. Or is get over the top of that climb, and then we're good. And it's a smallish one, so we shouldn't have any real problems. There goes Hooydonk, Van Hooydonk.
Essentially, you're the fastest of the group in a sprint.
Only 5 kilometers before the foot of the Poggio.
Poggio. It does look like the person's caught up with us. But that's fine. I'm probably going to tell my boys to drink their blue gels right now.
I'll consume a feed.
Yeah, I will probably drag them as far as I can. And then switch over to one of the others if we don't have the energy to maintain it. And that's the 10-kilometer mark. Yeah, that one up probably won't have the energy to do this, but one of his teammates hopefully will. Wherever they are, they're not at the front of the peloton for some reason.
The peloton is onto the Poggio climb.
And
There
here we
will
are.
have to be
It's
an
a short
attempt
one.
to eliminate the sprinters.
It's a short one, so we're good. We probably want to go about 1 kilometer before we try and attack, if we have the energy left for it. I reckon. Although a switch in who we're playing as is probably going to be necessary. None of the others have much more energy. Primoz Roglic has more than me.
Okay. I'll consume a feed.
I didn't tell you to consume a feed, but okay. If you want. Let's switch to Roglic. And now we have to just do our best to get to the front.
Watch out, he's trying to catch up the sprinters. He's trying to set off on a counter-attack.
He's in trouble. It's not sure that he'll be there for the sprint.
Only 1 kilometer left until the top of the Poggio.
Okay, we're at the front. There's 1 kilometer left of the climb, and that's all downhill.
nobody has got to wear the top for the Poggio. Will the rider try to land a killer blow on the descent in order to avoid a sprint?
If I had any idea how to descend properly, then yes, but that is still not. That is still an elusive skill to me. Once we're done with this, we will look at the times that people have gotten in the like weekly challenge thing for the Primavera. And see how they got on. Okay, it's 200 kilometers to go. We should be good.
That's done. The men at the front are at the foot of the descent. They've only got 2 kilometers to
There's
go.
the red flag for 1 kilometer to go. Is it Flambeau Rouge? I forget what it's got a name. Well, there's 2 separate red flags. There's the red flag for 1 kilometer left, and then there's the red flag for. Oh, I'm not the fastest sprinter in the group. It's not.
Go on! The sprint is yours! Go on! Give it all you've got!
It was not mine, but I think I'm only a couple of seconds behind. I think that was a decent pace. We will see if I'm completely wrong, but that'll be our first run for this Primavera. I could have done the ending better, but yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Plus 0 seconds, so 6:33:04 for the Primavera Classica. And that is a 6:33:04. Fourth ain't bad, but it's not what we wanted particularly. But yeah, now if we look at race of the moment at the Six hours 33 is not as good as some of these people have done. Should we try and just do this and see what we got?
Hi guys, welcome to this Primavera Classica briefing. It's the first monument of the season. The route isn't very demanding, but it's the longest of the year. You'll have to count each pedal stroke in order to...
Okay, so we need to go as fast as possible. Sorry, I'm sitting up too much. My head's been cut off. We don't have a favourite on this team, but... who's our best option? Now, is it better to break away and do stuff, or is it better just to try and like ride hard for as long as we can? I'm just gonna burn through my team one by one.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Trying to
welcome
drag.
to Northern Italy for the first monument of the cycling season, the Primavera Classica. This is a special race, if ever there was one. 300 kilometers, and very often you have to wait for the final 30 kilometers to see the scenario unfold.
But yeah, we
With
want
the
to...
Ressa and Poggio climbs, the punchers and their teammates
We
have
want to set a
try
high
turn
tempo
this
from the
crew
start.
in order to eliminate the sprinters, whereas the latter hang on desperately in order to take part in
I don't know why I'm not Mulrich. He's the one who has
sprint
a
and the
real
Via
chance
Roma
of doing
at
something.
the heart of San Remo.
But yeah, if we can just set... There's not been a breakaway yet, which is... Is that because we're just at such a decent pace? It's annoying that I can't tell them, like, change guy who's at the front, because he is... They do this thing where they just burn themselves out. And okay, I'm gonna set you at tempo 100 and you as persist smoothly.
I'll make a big effort on the relay.
There we go. We just need to manually manage this instead of auto managing it, I think. Okay. Now you...
I'll make a big effort on the relay.
Okay, we've got 3 of them at the front taking it in turns. And that seems to be doing a decent job. I don't know if they are going to burn out way too early, but... what we can then do is change it over so it's like... these two, and then these two can just like persist smoothly for a bit.
Okay, I'll avoid any extreme effort.
And then we can just swap back and forth as much as we can. And then this should leave Moderich in a decent position to win at the end. It's probably worth... okay. You're going to go back to consider smoothly. You're going to drink a feed. And then go back to 100. You're just going to drink a feed. And you're just going to drink a feed.
Okay. I'll consume a feed.
But no, we're just going to set a crazy high pace for this. Why are the persist smoothly guys still suffering? Okay, if I tell you to consume feed, would that be helpful for you? Okay, and now these are going to go back to persist smoothly, persist smoothly, persist smoothly. 100, 100, 100.
I'll make a big effort on the relay.
There's no accents. It's only American.
You must constantly try to shelter.
I
from
may
the
have
wind.
I may
You
have
will not
destroyed my whole team before we reach the end, but
consume energy.
that
This is
just
what allows a
is how it be sometimes.
to edge clear at the end of the race.
I'm hoping that this will, at the very least, help us really speed up the pace of the race. Like, we're not going to do much cycling until the final 30k or something, but... okay.
Okay, I'll avoid any extreme effort.
It's going to slow down for a bit to let our guys recover. And then... here we go again on our own.
I'll make a big effort on the relay.
And this should hopefully be setting a decent pace. I don't know if this is actually helping, but it feels like it's helping more than... because if we don't force this speed, it's not going to happen. And the fact that there's been no breakaways is just indicates to me that people outside the peloton, or people inside the peloton, just don't have the energy to escape from this. As we go uphill, it is going to get tougher for them. We're obviously playing with a team who are not as good, necessarily. Also, Bahrain Victoria is an interesting one, because in 2020, between 2021 and 2022, they got done, I believe, for doping. I think it was them who got done for doping. I'd have to double check. Okay, now we're gonna switch over.
Okay.
Oh! And set these guys to tempo 100.
effort.
I think 100 is even faster than we really need to be going, but yeah, we will sort this out. You, my dude, are going to need to drink a blue shell. A blue shell? A blue gel. No, we've kind of almost entered just management mode. Oh wait, I guess we can just set you to like follow, don't overtire. Instead of there we go. I'll set them to like 90 for a bit instead of 100.
I'll make a big effort on the relay.
Which is high, but not as high, so they should be able to maintain it for longer. And we're nearly at the top of this, of the Giovo, or however you say it. I don't know, don't speak Italian. But everyone's energy is like so much lower than. Okay, let's add these guys to the
I'll make a
relay.
big effort on the relay.
We have 4 guys at the front doing
The
relay
first
stuff.
riders are onto the coast. Another 50
Look how
kilometers
pretty
of
it
flat road,
is.
and then the race will enter its
Oh,
final
they announced
chapter
the other day
with a
the
sequence of cap
route for this year's Tour de
short
France,
climbs where
and
the
for the
sprint
first
can
time
be
in
turned
years, it's not ending in
towards Florence
Paris.
for the pure
We're not getting
sprinters.
a Champs-Élysées finish. I'll open it up after this one. After this, we're done. We'll check on the Bahrain victorious doping situation to see if I'm slandering them or not, and then we'll.
The race leaders are entering the final 100 kilometers.
Okay, Caruso, you're gonna blue gel it up because we're about to enter the feed zone.
It's time for a final feed for the front of the race. A little under 40 kilometers.
T-kilometer. So this game feels jankier than the last one. Don't know if that's just me, but okay. These guys are gonna get back in the relay, and we're just gonna have our entire team except for Moderesh at the front. Okay. First one is burnt out. We're gonna.
If the pace is too fast, I won't insist.
We're gonna get these guys to. Well, if they drink their feeds, we're running out of energy on these guys.
Okay, I'll consume
But
the feed.
hopefully we'll have the energy to just about make it to the end. We've got the first couple of climbs. I think we are going to
Guys,
start
we're coming to
losing
the first
people
couple. From now on, you'll have to fight to stay
now,
at the front of the peloton.
but
Come on, guys.
yeah, we're
Here's
starting
the
to lose
second
people,
captain.
but
Capo Cerro.
there's not much we can do about that at this point. Don't overtire, don't overtire. You still have energy left. You still have energy left.
It's a little over 2 kilometers long.
We're probably going to lose some people here. There we are. But it's not about the whole team. It's just about our one guy. So it'll be very funny in this challenge where it's meant to be harder because we
Here's
only
the
have
steepest of
certain
the 4 capi that the
people
riders will encounter. Capo
that we
Vecchio.
actually managed to.
The slope
have an
averages
easier
out at
time.
more than 6%.
So yeah,
After this,
we'll actually start riding
only
with
the Cipressa and
Moderich
Poggio climbs will remain.
when we get to the next one after this. We'll actually start playing and riding. Just go at 100 for this last little bit.
make a big effort on the relay.
it's going to it's going to destroy them, but it will help us in the...
Here's the foot of the Cipresa,
Okay.
the final capo.
And now we're at the
It's a climb
Cipresa
of only
with
6
a bunch of
kilometres,
energy.
And sometimes riders try their chance from far out.
We can
But
start
in
going.
recent race history, it's never proven to be decisive for final victory.
I'm intrigued about the guy who does voice for this as well. We may be having a little internet corner after this. Okay, let's see if we can just do it.
Watch out. You're not going to be able to attack for much longer.
We've maintained enough energy that we should be able to just attack all the way to the end now. Or at least do a decent job of it, but... yeah. As long as I don't go... As long as I make it to the descent and we start some descending.
You have 30 seconds on the peloton.
No. We have managed to... This is exactly what we wanted to do, I think. If it turns out we've actually been going way slower than last time, very funny. But... And if it turns out I launched my attack too early, then we've learned. I think we can do this again. Although, I don't know if we'll do this exact same one again now. I don't know if that repetition so close together would be particularly interesting. But, maybe we could. I mean, speedrunners who do the same
The
thing
top
over and over
of the
again.
Cipresa, there'll be a little over 10 kilometres to the foot
Yeah,
of the
so we get
Poggio,
10 kilometres
the
of
final
flat
difficulty
to the
of the day.
Poggio.
He's in trouble. It's not sure that he'll be there
Yeah.
for the sprint.
Now we do get to watch me descend terribly and probably lose a bunch of time that we've gained, but who knows? Maybe this is actually how you meant to do it. We'll see.
They're riding hard behind.
Does this look like I'm
This isn't
relaxing,
the moment to
game?
relax.
It seems like we are gaining time. We're getting better at descending. Okay, I'm not gonna go all out yet because we don't have enough energy to do that. But we will sort of maintain this speed ish, and then on the next climb we can do another big acceleration, I suppose. See, now that there's like social competition things in this ones, like that there weren't in 2021, this may encourage me to spend even more time on this game than I have in 2021. And I haven't spent masses in 2021, but I've spent more than I should have, probably. Okay, the group behind us look like they're about to catch up. That's fine. We'll let them do that.
Only 5 kilometres before the
There's
foot
another.
of the Poggio.
We've got. Yeah, we do have to maintain quite a bit more. We just need to be ready to actually win the stage. Okay, let's stick behind them for a bit. Just sort of chill, recover some energy for this last little bit. Unless Laporte intends on going. And then I guess we have to follow. It's not like this is a particularly taxing one, so we do kind of have to keep up with this. Even if it may destroy our energy. This may be a mistake. But there's the 10k flag. And it's only a short climb. We're almost at the foot of the climb. Of this final Poggio, whatever it was called.
The race leaders are onto the Poggio climb. They've got a small lead over the peloton. It's going to be difficult to hold out to the top.
Let's just chug as much juice as we can. We don't have any sprint energy. We're going to have to just recover some of that on the way down, because we have no other options. But it looks like the group behind us are wasting their, like, there's probably a word for it. But yeah, they just don't have the energy to, it seems like they don't have the energy to keep me in check. And I should just be able to go hard for the next couple of kilometers and keep them away. We can hope, especially if I stick to the decent racing lines. Although yeah, not having any sprint juice at all.
A lone rider begins the
tough.
descent towards San Remo. He's going to have to risk everything in the bends to hold on to his slim advantage.
Yeah, we are going to have to do some silly cornering to do this. But it looks like it's working. Shit. Well, it looked like it was working.
He's accelerating.
Okay, we've regained sprint energy at least.
That's done. The men at the front are at the foot of the descent. They've only got 2 kilometers to go.
It's too early to launch a sprint.
He's accelerating. The red pennant is in sight for the man at the front.
This isn't going to work.
It's tight.
We're not going to win
I'm
this.
sure that he'll manage to hold out to the line.
No, we're not going to hold out to the line, but we might be able to get in.
Yours. Go on. Give it all.
We might be able to get in the group where there's like, that whole group should get the same time at least, even if we didn't win that. Okay, so if we hadn't wasted all of our sprint energy, we maybe would have done better there. But let's see what our time was. So last time was 6:33:04, and I reckon this time will be better. If it's worse, I don't know what we're doing.
Ladies and gentlemen.
We didn't win. That. 6:20:32. So that puts me in second place on the leaderboard. I'm only a minute and a half behind Delul Rolland. And this is my first ever time doing this. So yeah, next week is Primavera again. But points per stage multiplied by 2. And then Paris-Nice by the looks of it. But we were going to check something, weren't we? So yeah, we haven't yet won the Primavera, but... What was I checking? Oh yeah, Tour de France 2023 route. So we want to go to web capture, honk. There we go. So yeah, it's different this year, I think. Maybe it's not. I swear on Twitter they were saying that it's going to Nice, but that does not look like Nice. Was this the 2024 one they announced? Media. Press releases. Let's go on their Twitter and work this out. Oh, it was 2024 that it ends on the Côte d'Azur. Okay. So this year is normal. It's next year that they were announcing. Were they announcing all the stages for 2024? Or just those two? Okay, it was just stage 4 they were announcing anyway. But, so next year starts in the Basque Country, or in the Spanish Basque Country. And then it goes into the French Basque Country, and then messes around in the Pyrenees for a bit longer, heading up to Bordeaux. Ooh. Then across the middle of France, all the way over into the Alps, and up and up and up, and into Alsace, Lorraine, and then finally ending up in Paris for the Champs-Élysées. So what are the time trials looking like for this year? The individual on stage 16, and then one time trial? A single time trial is interesting. Yeah, just one time trial. But then next year, let's find it. Stage 21 is an individual time trial. So they're ending with an individual time trial in 2024. From Monaco to Nice. Which is interesting. But let's just check. Bahrain Victorious. Was it them who were caught doping? I think it may have been. On the 5th of September 2018, the UCI announced an out competition test of reverse and adverse analytical findings of erythropoietin in a sample collected 31st of July 2018. Constantin Sivstov provisionally suspended. And then following stage 17 in 2021, there were raids under suspicion of doping. But nothing came of that, I guess. And then this year, or last year even, they did raids again, but didn't find anything, I guess. What is erythropoietin? Bo Hamburger. Danish men do like to be called hamburger. The US Postal Service pro cycling team? Or the Discovery Channel pro cycling team, as it was also known. This is the thing with cycling, is all of the teams' names are sponsor based. So you'll get just the 2004 team of US Postal Service Discovery Channel, which I guess was killed by Lance Armstrong. But anyway, yeah, this was exploration of. Was Lance Armstrong still on it at the end, or 2005 was the only year he was on the team? What other teams was he on then? Motorola, Cofidis and Astana are still around. Team Radio Shack. I don't think Team Radio Shack are around anymore, or if they are, they've got a different name. No, they were disbanded in Team 2011. Filmography? Oh, this is Lance Armstrong's. He made a cameo in Dodgeball. Oh. What is ESPY? Is that different to ESPN? Excellent in Sports Performance Yearly Award. Oh, so ESPN used to do it and then they don't anymore. Okay, so that's the sports version of the Oscars. That's exciting. Anyway, should we end it? Should we do something else? I think we've made some decent progress. Or do we want to do one more? We're not doing a Tour de France now. We're not level 2, so we can't do the Como. Or the Dauphiné. Oh, it's Euro. Actually, we could do Trois Jours de Provence or Open Tour or Blazer Cup. You know what, let's leave it for now. We've set 2 records. And now let's do something else. See, part of me wants to just open up Wrestling Empire now. But no. Can't. Wrong. What are we doing? Okay, let's hide splits. We could mess around with some new Fortnite season. I'm still getting to know that. Because I'm probably going to mess around with Tour de France 2022 in my own time. I've played 40 hours of Tour de France 2021. That has to be more than the vast majority of players of this game. See, I do want to just open Wrestling Empire, though. No, that'll be a separate stream. And then if I look at Game Pass, I think it's the 16th that, they've just added Guilty Gear and Atomic Heart and all of that. But games that disappear soon. Kentucky Route Zero. Undertale. Goat Simulator. Paradise Killer. Kentucky Route Zero takes... It leaves on Thursday. It's an 8 hours to beat. This collates all 5 acts. Thing is, we won't have time to do Kentucky Route Zero. How long does Paradise Killer take? 11 hours. I'll just have to buy them then. Next time they're on Steam sale, I'll buy them. Right, I'm gonna run to the toilet, and then we will play something. We'll do like like an hour of something. I'm not sure what, but something. Let's just put the be right back screen on. Oh, I'm just like this, so you can only see my mouth. And I'll just mute my mic. I'll be back in a minute. we are back. Could even play some Egg. Yeah, I like trash. That's fine. What are we playing, gamers? I'm not in the mood to start anything, especially because we're already like 2.5 hours into the stream. So yeah, like start anything we haven't played before. I'm also kind of busy tomorrow on Thursday, so probably don't have time to just like. If I was free tomorrow, I would probably just stream Kentucky Route Zero all day tomorrow. But unfortunately, I do not have time. Which is a shame. Because it's a game I would really like to play at some point. What if we... could just truck. We could just end with a nice relaxing truck. We haven't trucked in a while. Yeah, let's do that. Let us truck. Do you want to truck in the US or the UK? Or Europe even? I mean, I guess I bought Iberia recently and haven't really experienced it, so we probably should play in Euro Truck. Ooh, the new Germany rework for Euro Truck comes out soon. Let's just load it up. It do just be loading. And I'll put some chill music on, probably, whilst we truck. I just need to wait for it to load. Oh, it has flipped the text properly. It has reversed it properly, because that says revolutionary the proper way on your screen. I bought this ironically, because I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny for me, a leftist, to have a hoodie that does just say revolutionary on it. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's cringe, actually. Maybe I am cringe. I think I've proved that across these streams that I am incredibly, quote-unquote, cringe. ChatGPT 4 is out. Right. That should be loaded up now. Let's just put Studying with Big Iron on queue. Right, I can just click and delete, can't I, from the queue? Oh, Journey was so good. We're not going to be going for hours, so probably don't need to delete some of these, but I've got like 50 songs before we have to worry about. Wait, let's just check if there is anything copyrighted in here. I mean, I guess it's all copyrighted, but because it's Twitch, video game music you tend to be okay with. Let's get rid of that one. And then we should be good. And then I'll go on to OBS, we'll go on to the live stream, live scene even. And we will go on to game capture a specific window. I do kind of want to play Fortnite. Maybe we'll end this with some Fortnite. There we go. I've changed the name of the stream as well, so it's not calling this a Tour de France game. Okay, what were we up to last time? Where are we? On the world map. Oh, we're in Portugal. Oh yeah, we were exploring Iberia, weren't we? Let's not do that. So we're in Pont de Sor. We can get one to Salamanca, where we haven't been. One to Malmö, which is a 41-hour drive. Or one to Sassari in... Honestly, yeah, the Salamanca one feels like the best one of those ones. Oh, my butt is really itchy. That's something you definitely need to know. I'm leaning into the mic to let you guys know about the itchiness of my butt. Okay, I literally just need to go over there to pick up this job. Oh, why is it so tight? I should probably set up World of Trucks. But I think I've got it linked to a different character on this. Oh, fun. That's not what I meant to do. Let's just go over here and grab the trailer. There it is. I may go into, yeah, we'll go into third person. Eh. It's been a while since I've played this game. I don't know if that's obvious from the sort of quality of this driving, but... Right, and let's get on it. We've got 5 hours of trucking ahead of us. It says we'll be there at about 7:40. I reckon we can cut that down a bit. We're in Portugal / Spain, so they drive on the right. Because we're not in Britain. We're on a roundabout, so you meant to indicate inwards until you're getting off, and then you indicate outwards, I think. Ooh, has Jeff... Our employee has just... Yeah, we have one employee working for Panda Corps so far. Or Panda Haulage, or whatever we call their company. We will hopefully improve that before the end of... Well, soon. We can probably... We're on our way to... Actually, I think currently we're kind of trying to pay off some loans and stuff that we took out to buy the truck for our first employee. I should probably do some quick jobs and stuff just to earn some money to pay off our loans off camera. But I don't know. This save file purely exists for whenever we're bored and have nothing else to do on stream. I think we can get away with like couple of kilometers an hour over the speed limit. But we'll see. Oh, it's now 80. Oh. Fuck, I really hope they port Bloodborne to PC at some point. I need it. I need to be able to play Bloodborne. Given that I no longer, I currently don't have access to PS4, and don't want to spend the money it would require to buy a PS4 just for Bloodborne, or PS5. Right, after this car, we can probably turn to the motorway, yep. And then we do need to speed up a bit, although we're coming up to a toll station. Are they automatic in Portugal? I forget how they work. It's different in Portugal to how it is in Spain and France. Yep, no, it's just automatic. So much easier than what the French do. And I can't remember if they'll be a like border crossing. Oh, we are going so slowly. Why am I going so slowly? Is it just from going uphill? Probably. We're going to España, so we're probably going to just keep going forwards. This is Celeste. Okay, this music is from Celeste, which I do have installed and do mean to play at some point. Here we are, it's flattening out. Now we start speeding. And I slightly dip into there just so I get it marked off on the map. I would like to do speedrunning of this game at some point. You just have to do some like save file modification stuff that feels like a pain for me to work out. But I'm sure I can work it out. Can't be that hard. Oh. Can I go faster than 90, or is 90 the... I think 90 is usually the quickest that one of these trucks can go. Oh, I should get back into playing Civ 6 at some point. It's a fun little game. Haven't played it in so long. And they've added a bunch of new leaders as well. I think I should... I own the Ultimate Edition or whatever, so I should have got all them for free. Oh, it's so annoying that you have to physically go into every single service station to mark them off as having driven through there on your map. If you ever want like 100% map explored, it adds in just so much annoyance and extra work you have to do. Maybe I'll install some mods and stuff to decorate our cabin a bit. 'Cause it is a bit bare. It's a bit dull. Evento l'universo qui. Have they announced Civ 7 officially now? Or am I making things up? I got the Bahrain vote doping thing right, so I assume I'm right on this as well. But who knows? Oh, nearly. I think I nearly accidentally hit. I nearly said an enemy car. That's one. I'm not a BMW driver. That's not how we think about other drivers. Not how we should be thinking about other drivers, even. Okay. Let's try and keep up this nice extra speed whilst we can. We're speeding technically, but it's fine. Because we can't actually keep at that speed. That's just downhill speed. We're going to España. Spelled how it's spelled in Portuguese, so it looks weird. Ooh. So yeah, we're nearly about to pass Garda. Which I presume, because I've driven this road before, just in the opposite direction, I've already unlocked. I can go a tiny bit faster than this. It's like, there we go, now it's past 90. So yeah, we're going back to España. Spelled like that instead of Spanish. Or, no. I know nothing about the Portuguese language, so it just looks... I don't know much about Spanish. I know even less about Portuguese, so it just looks really odd to me. Silksong is meant to be coming out really soon. Hollow Knight Silksong. I'm still just trying not to think about it, so it's a nice surprise when I see that it's about to come out. But we will be playing through that the second it comes out. Because it's so good. And it means we're going to get a whole nother album of Hollow Knight music to listen to and enjoy. Why does it just not unactivate cruise control when I tell it to? Okay, now we're zooming. We lost about 5 minutes at the start because we're going, or about 10 minutes at the start because we're going way too slow. So now I need to really speed to just, where I can, to just earn back that time. Although we're heading up to a toll booth, we probably don't want to be speeding when we reach that. Might get in trouble for that. Well, not even toll booth, just toll scanner. Haven't even checked what our loan payments are that are due. It's incredible, you don't even need to stop like with the French ones. You just keep driving. This is how it should be. I think Spain has the French style ones, so that's going to be annoying. And we're in Spain. Bienvenido a España? Forget how you say any of this. Weird that you have to, given that that goes nowhere. Incredibly strange that like you do still have to go down there and drive around to get it on your map. That's really odd. We have nearly got our ETA down to what it originally was meant to be. Honk. I forgot how good the horn on our Volvo is. It's a beautiful, reliable Volvo. Whoa. I think you can get fined in this game for honking too much, which is fascist if you ask me. The government should be able to punish you for merely honking. For merely joyously honking. Joyously? Joyfully? I don't know what the word is. Now, people are going... I don't want to press the vehicle adjustments menu. I didn't know that existed. I was having a look at the map. Oh yeah, we're going to Salamanca, so we're nearly there actually. Probably shouldn't try and use the hard shoulder for overtaking. Because we don't want to miss our turning. What is this from again? Is this even video game music? Because if it's not... Oh, this is video game music. Is this Journey again? Or Flower or something like that? One of those games. Just need to make sure that I'm not gonna smash into those cars before I pull back in. Could undertake this car, to be fair, which I think is very illegal, but if it was legal, it wouldn't be fast. And there's no speed limit in the hard shoulder. Oops. Oopsie daisy. Right. Probably need to start slowing down slightly as we... What have they done? Yeah, I'm just killing a firefighter, it's fine. Okay, it turns out the other way would have taken us here anyway. That was entirely unnecessary, that shortcut I took. Okay, there's now cops next to us. I think they're cops. That's definitely ideal on what we wanted. But, okay. So we've lost like 1,200 from fines. But that's okay. We budget for that. We budget for our dangerous, impatient driving in the budget. Haven't been done for speeding yet, which is nice. Should probably slow down. Ah, we're good. We are good. It's a two-way road now, so I need to be a bit more careful. Oh. Yeah, so we might do a little stream tomorrow. In which case... Oh, Jeff couldn't find a job and had to return empty. Bloody hell, Jeff. Nice is disappointed to hear. And this will be dealt with appropriately, quite frankly. This is not the standard we expect from our employees here at Panda Hauling. It's sad to hear, quite frankly, Jeff, that this is what you've managed to achieve whilst we've been working so hard. Like, I probably could just take more loans out and get more employees just to fund our dangerous driving. But who knows if that's a good idea. Or if that'll just, if sinking myself further into debt is actually... Oh, we don't want to go down there, jeez. To the corpse of a truck that they've put there. Jeez, what the heck? What the fuck? Yeah, I can just drive it into that position very easily. I'm bad at backing it in. No, don't open the radio. Excellent. Perfect. So what's Jeff up to? Okay, first, let's check on our debt. Okay, we still owe quite a lot of money. Because we bought 2 trucks. Oh, is this like each job specifically shown? Or is this also... Oh, Madrid to Palermo will probably be a quick job I did then. Because you can... Yeah. It's probably eco-driving and... other stuff we want to level up. But let's check in on... Let's check in on our... on Jaff. Where is he at the moment? He's resting in Edinburgh. After having failed to find a job. He just drives from Edinburgh to Aberdeen, back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. He makes me like 3,000 a day, which isn't bad, to be fair. Oh. We are Volvo loyalists. But anyway, no. This isn't what we're focusing on at the moment. We've only covered 6% of the map. Although to be fair, yeah, we went to Salzburg. Because we started in Edinburgh. We haven't even covered all of Britain. But Britain's so boring. Is Gibraltar even here? No, like, Gibraltar just ain't in the game. Would be interested to go and have a look at Russia at some point, but it's all the way over there. One day we will do like a really long, like Istanbul to Lisbon or something. Just see how long a drive we could do. I wonder if you were doing that, would it be worth driving to like Barcelona and cutting up to Marseille via the ferry? Probably in-game time, no, but real life time, potentially yes. Right. I think I'm going to end the stream here. I know I said we finished within Fortnite. But I've got a sore throat. I've been busy all weekend and tired. So I'm going to have a little rest. Sort out, prepare Tour de France for next time. Submit the stuff to speedrun.com to enter, as in to create new speedrun game. And yeah, don't know when we'll be next on. Hopefully it won't be too long. I know I've been pretty inconsistent with these recently. I've been quite busy. But yeah, hopefully we'll be more consistent going forwards. So we'll just switch over to our stream ending one and we'll just watch Jerry Seinfeld get shot a couple of times. Yeah, thanks for coming, gamers. Well, thanks for watching if you're watching the VOD. You can, if you enjoyed this, my socials are all linked there. And I will see you on the next one. We'll watch Jerry Seinfeld get gunned down just once more and then. Bye-bye.